All right, fellas, we're out in the park. I'm gonna go show you how I'm gonna get stronger. I can only use the things in this park, and I also have gym rings, so I'm gonna count gym rings because you can bring those anywhere, including into a park. And so we've got, equipment here, like some monkey bars. There's also a park over there, which I'm gonna be utilizing. But as you can see, there's a lot of other things that can be used to our benefit. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna be doing this. First of all, guys, you're just gonna wanna do the warm up because we're gonna be heaving some heavy weight and we don't wanna get hurt, basically. So what you're training, you're just gonna wanna warm up to depending on what you're training. So today, for me, I'm gonna be doing leg day. And leg day is known to be a little difficult with just calisthenics. Can't really get like a leg pump. You don't have a squat rack, basically. So it can get kind of down and dirty. But anyways, I'll show you some different warm-ups you can do depending on which day you're doing. There'd be chest day, pull day, push day, legs, whatever. Push-ups. Squats. Okay, so after the warm-up, the first thing that I'm gonna do to get just to focus purely on strength is gonna be the compound movements of calisthenics. And if I was in the gym, it'd be bench, deadlift, and squat is the three main things you need to do to get strong, basically, right? But obviously it's gonna be a bit different with only calisthenics in a park. But with some creativity, I'm sure we'll get it. It might even be better. Who knows? But for calisthenics, compound movements are dips, pull-ups, push-ups, and squats. And you can still add weight to them, and they're great. It's pretty good. Doing the compound movements, it's the basic movements, right? And everyone's going on saying basic movements is kind of the key, You can't really be focusing solely on isolation. That's kind of stupid. So the compound movements is kind of the thing I'm always going to go back to, whether it's I'm going to be doing an isometric hold or just a normal hold or be adding weight calisthenics wise. It's always going to be in the form of a compound movement. You just got to get creative with it. Dr. Spice, you got to spice it up. Lunges are pretty good compound movement too. In my opinion, strength is now made through these tiny isolation, inside belly of the 12th sector of your bicep. It's not through focusing on one tiny bit of muscle, but your entire body is being worked with this. You're holding them like this and being scratched by the rock. But I'm using my back, freaking biceps. I'm doing freaking lunges with this boulder. Man, dude, I think this is how you gotta build strength. All right, now I'm gonna do squats, but with a little bit of spice added to it. gonna add a jumping, explosive jump to it. It's holding a rock. Oh. See how that goes. Hopefully I don't die. This is like a heavy ass rock. Jesus. Oh God, it's a little too heavy. So we're gonna decrease the weight. To this little boy. Alright. So my second method of training is going to be something called like isometric holds, and it's basically where you try to move an immovable object using 100% of your effort. I don't know any like real scientific data if it actually makes you crazy strong or not, but I think it will. But I've heard like Shaolin monks are like born with a tree, and as they grow up, the tree grows and they grow up and they try to, rip the roots out or like push it down, but it's hard, and it's like isometric hold basically. So kind of inspiration from those guys over there. Yeah, let's go find some rocks. Let's do it. Calisthenic holds. Now, this is to me one of the coolest, craziest parts of calisthenics. Just being able to like do a front lever, like it just looks crazy, It takes a lot of crazy strength too. And since we're counting calisthenics, of course we got to do them if we want to get any stronger. Yeah, they take a lot of practice though. Trust me, I've been trying to do these like a handstand for like a month. Do like a planche, a front lever, a reverse lever, just lots of practice, and I'm like still pretty far away, but as I keep practicing, I feel myself getting stronger, and even though there's baby steps, it still feels really good getting better at these movements. It's like you just gotta be aware of your brain telling you, oh, I want to stand up, I want to stop now, and you're just like, no. You just say no and keep going, and like 2.5 nanoseconds later it's gonna be like, oh, I want to stand up. We should really stop doing this because there's no purpose to anything in life. You should just stay in your room and play video games and watch YouTube shorts. You just gotta say no. And this is like an applicable skill anywhere in your life, right? Your brain tells you to do something that's not actually aligning to yourself. You just gotta say no, even though it's excruciating. So this will make you strong in body and strong in mind. So I highly recommend. Alright guys, to conclude this week's video, I'm gonna leave it off on like the note, the mindset that every day you come into the gym or the park to train, you're gonna want to push yourself. You're gonna want to kind of test your strength and your limits. So coming out here, training, really good. You just gotta remember to progressively overload. Always keep adding more and more and more. That's how you get stronger, obviously. You probably heard that a billion times by now, but it's the key. Consistency is the key. I'm telling you right now. I've got a lot more to go myself, and hopefully you guys join for the ride. Thanks for watching.